How low can you go? That's what they're saying about crowds this Labor Day weekend at Walt Disney World. Today, we're taking a look at just how empty the parks are and some very strange situations that created the problem. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to That Park Place, the channel where all the news that should be fun is done right here. As we dive in, click the like button. I know it's a very rare video where it's just me, no Vash, no Jonas. What's that about? Well, those lazy bums are taking the day off for a Labor Day. Can you believe it? They'll be back. I kid. Folks, you're looking right now at the live Magic Kingdom wait times. Now, because we had to prep this video, these are actually wait times from Sunday evening, but that's actually more important to us right now because we're looking at, see, on Labor Day weekend, people often, Sunday is the biggest day because they often travel on the Monday, right? Or they have a half day and then they go home, whatever. But Monday is the holiday, but it's also leading into the work week. So Sunday on Labor Day weekend tends to be the most crowded. But look at this. Right now, look at it. It says open till 11 p.m. Magic Kingdom. Live crowd level is 3. 3 out of 10. On the day before a holiday, and this is the most crowded day of this holiday weekend, a 3 out of 10. In fact, if we look right here, you can see that Dumbo is a 10-minute wait. Enchanted Tales with Belle is a 10-minute wait. Haunted Mansion, hey, that's up there, 40, but Small World is at 15. Mad Tea Party at 15. You get the idea. And the wait time for Tiana's is always obscene at 55. Reason being, Space Mountain and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train are both closed. So don't crow out there. Don't tell me, ladies and gentlemen, Tiana's is doing great. Pro, you lied to us. Both Space Mountain and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train are down. Enjoy that, folks. So the only thing that people can do if they're getting those golden tickets in response to the big attractions being closed is go over to Tiana's. That's it. At Epcot, what's the situation? Well, if we go to Epcot, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 5 out of 10, which is like an average. But again, this is not supposed to be an average day, nor an average weekend. Hollywood Studios is at a 5, and Animal Kingdom is at a 3. So that's where we are on the Sunday evening. Okay, now what is causing this? Well, let's talk about it. If we go to Andrew Hart, says breaking, a massive power outage hit Walt Disney World. This was on Saturday night. All 4 parks are impacted and dozens of attractions have been forced to shut down. Guests report rides stalled mid-ride. Whole sections of the park sitting dark. They had to manually remove everybody from the rides. Disney's not given official cause or timeline for restoration, but early word is pointing to a system-wide power surge. This is one of the largest property-wide outages in recent memory at Walt Disney World, and it's unfolding on a packed, I tell you, holiday weekend. People didn't go back in the same way on Sunday. Wonder why. I'll play this for you real quick, and thank you to Real Heart for this. And you can see it's just people sitting there that nothing to do. Well, guess what? The next day, same kind of problems. Not at the same scale, but KennyThePirate.com has this one. Heather Alosa says Walt Disney World hit with another major power outage. What's it talking about? Well, folks, I'm not going to dive into it because it is a little clickbaity. We love you, Kenny. We love you, but it's a little clickbaity. This one talks about basically there was a power outage at Epcot Sunday morning. So Saturday night, the parks are basically just useless. Even the fountains stopped working. Even the background music. It was eerie, I tell you. The next morning, Epcot could not bring people in. I'll read it to you, but a lot of it is just telling you about the prior day, Saturday. It says, this morning, Sunday, August 31st, guests visiting the parks at Walt Disney World Resort were met with quite the surprise. Our own Kenny the Pirate was visiting the parks when security announced that the monorail would have a delayed opening due to the power outage. Again, guests were met with even more delays as the entry tap points were down and cast members were using iPads for entry. This power outage seemed to be limited to only Epcot. No other parks were impacted, so they didn't get it fixed. They still had major transportation issues with the monorail, still had issues with Epcot. So if you're wondering, why did the crowds drop? Well, I think a lot of people said, nay, I'll go to Universal that day. If we go to ThrillData.com, Walt Disney World monthly average wait time, you can see that August now is lower than July, just as we anticipated. This is not yet finished on the tally. We'll get that tally within the next 24 hours. I do suspect it's going to drop one more point. We'll see how that goes. But the fact that it's dropping on a weekend, a holiday weekend, is amazing. Now, not in a good way. And it's just interesting to me that at the same time that they're celebrating, and a lot of the influencers are celebrating what Magic Kingdom is getting, which is going to be a Walt animatronic. Yeah, they're doing another one of those. It's a double dose of the Walt bot. Magic Kingdom at Carousel of Progress is going to get a Walt animatronic. Could be good, might be ugly, might be like the one at Disneyland, don't know. But they're all excited about this kind of stuff. And I'm like, there's nobody there right now while you all are celebrating this. And you're missing one of the big stories. You're missing one of the big stories at the same time that Disney's out there crowing about what they're going to be going with Magic Kingdom. It's a 15-minute wait for It's a Small World, 45-minute wait for Jungle Cruise. At least there's Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. They're moving that over to the Hollywood Studios, so that ought to go well. 20 minutes if you want to get on Pirates of the Caribbean. 20 minutes. And the two biggest rides in Magic Kingdom are down. Boy, oh boy. By the way, that lifts up all the other wait times, or it should. So I think the influencers are honestly missing the point. They're missing what the story is. They're missing the beat. And I understand why. I understand that they've got to cover this stuff positively, right? Because they want to continue their special access. They want to continue to get all of the perks and all of the cupcakes. I got it. I understand. Special viewing of the fireworks is a lot of fun. But our work is never done covering that things are not going right for Central Florida's Disney theme parks. And that's been the case for Labor Day weekend. Some people out there might be surprised. We're not. We predicted it. We told you this was going to happen. Labor Day is simply sparse in comparison to what has been in the past. Now, here's the next problem that's going to be. I want to show you this, okay? So if we go up to the live crowd levels, now just ponder this for a minute, okay? And this is what a lot of these websites have to deal with. So the websites that calculate and figure out how crowded the parks are, they've got these systems in place that measure that. Now, I've talked about this in the past, but I want to bring it back to you again, I guess. Now, this is a holiday weekend, and one of the busiest holiday weekends, supposedly. And in the evening in Magic Kingdom on a Sunday night, before the travel day, which is Labor Day, yesterday, right? Yesterday was the Sunday. 3 was the crowd level. Okay, so think about that with me for a minute. If 3 is the number for measuring a day and a holiday weekend that should be very crowded, what are they going to do come Tuesday? What are these websites going to do come Thursday? And you say, well, what's so special about Tuesday and Thursday? Exactly. What are they going to do with the crowd levels down, 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 down? Like, are we going to go to negative numbers? They're not made for this. And, it's amazing to me the investors have not caught on to this quite yet. And Disney doesn't seem to be wrangling with it as well. I mean, Disney says record-breaking revenues, and people report on that, and then you look at it and say, there's some italics in this. There's some fine print in what you just said. But if your crowd levels are a 3, then if we're supposed to be in the off season come September, hi September, we're here now. If this is supposed to be the off season coming up from about September to the middle of October, how are we going to measure this? And how is this going to be hidden anymore? I don't think it's going to be hidden anymore. Here's one more thing I want to show you. If we go back to Thrill Data one more time, you'll see that this August right here was for 2024, the average wait time was 28 minutes. The average wait time in 2025 is 28 minutes as well. But there are far fewer rides in the parks. In fact, Animal Kingdom has like 6 attractions total right now. 6 rides. They would differ with me. They'd say, hey, we got this meet and greet over here with a random character. That counts. No, it doesn't. But there's way less to do this year than last year. So the fact that the wait time is the same, the average wait time, does not indicate that things are the same as last year in terms of the number of people passing through those turnstiles. So that's something to pay attention to. How far will September drop? Well, what do we know about the last years, folks? August dropped into September, dropped into October. So we can anticipate that September and October are going to drop. We think they're going to drop even more than 2024. We'll keep you up to date. The good news. You wanted good news. We got it delivered on a silver platter. Here's the chatter. If you want to go to Disney and enjoy all the rides with almost nobody by your side, except your loved ones. We want your loved ones there. Now's the time to go. I mean, Frontierland's basically closed, and Splash Mountain is gone, and Epcot has been damaged greatly. But hey, the weather's going to be fantastic, and nobody's going to be there. So get down there if that's what you want to do for Disney. There are ways to have a good time. I don't blame anybody for going to Disney and having a good time. I don't agree with a lot of the changes that are happening, a lot of the things that they're doing. But guess what? I can recognize that it's going to be sparsely crowded, and it's the perfect time for you and your loved ones to get down there and enjoy the walk-ons and empty restaurants. The servers will be so excited to see you. We like to find the silver lining. We do. And I love Disney. Well, Disney World. And I love Walt Disney, not the robot, the real man, the guy who made these things. So we'll continue to champion that. We want this company to get turned around, and we'd like the parks to be as good as they could be. All right, folks, that's the video for this Labor Day here on TPP. Jonas, Vash, get back to work. Come over here fast. Folks, we hope you're having a great time. Spend it with loved ones. Get out there and have a good time. And by the way, if this Labor Day weekend is not a good one for you, and some of our listeners are going through hard patches in life, we're rooting for you, truly. You're the kind of person who can overcome the obstacles and the challenges you face. We mean it. We're not faking it, really. All right, folks, like, share, subscribe. Click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And until the next time, we have the honor, the privilege, the joy, and the responsibility of bringing you the news truthfully. We'll see you real soon. TPP out.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.